All right, family, peace and blessings, peace and blessings. That was our sister Sona Jobate. I love her music, y'all. If y'all don't know who she is, check her out on YouTube, okay? I'm getting a little blur there on YouTube. Check her out on YouTube, okay? Anyway, family, I'm getting Texas earlier today. Hold on, y'all. It's supposed to stop? Supposed to stop? Okay. I'm getting Texas earlier today. Nikki, okay, could you, are y'all coming on tonight? Are y'all coming on? We got a question for you, Nikki, right? Question for you, Nikki. Okay. All right, family. So, tonight we're going to talk about a few things, okay? Now, I see we got our brother Akintunde Alafia. As we say in my language, bone tade, okay?
Yeah, shit blurry.
All right, yeah, it's blurry. Why is it blurry? YouTube, y'all need to stop messing up. Anyway, YouTube, stop messing up. Bakume method. There we go. See?
It went clear.
It went clear. All right, family. We had to call on the spirits to get it right. Because they don't want no problems. They don't want us calling the gods and the spirits on them. Bakume. All right. All right, family. Get it, Nikki. You know, y'all, I love me some music. I love to dance. You know, I love my cultural African music. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're going to start running our mouths. We're going to get straight to what we're going to talk about tonight because it's very important. Let's start with Tyrese, okay? I know y'all been watching YouTube. I know y'all been hearing about it a lot, right? And I know that y'all been, you know, wondering what's going on. You know, y'all know how I do. I touch on topics, you know, very short, brief, you know, what I have to say about it. Now, first of all, I don't know what's going on with Tyrese, but at the end of the day, when I see him on a video crying, you know, a lot of people's making fun of him, which I don't think is a joke. Our people are so goddamn, you know, so heartless. You know what I mean? And when I say heartless, it's like, come on, you know, especially some of you brothers, y'all can relate to what this brother may be going through. And y'all, some of y'all sisters know that y'all could be off the goddamn chain, okay? That's not all, but some. And some of y'all brothers know what he can relate to. So y'all up all on YouTube. Oh, why you... One comedian was like, nigga, why you crying? You crying like that? You don't never let them see you crying. Da, 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 da. First of all, what we have to understand, and I'm going to make this brief and short, men are just as emotional as women. Men can be nurturers of their babies too. Men do love their babies, especially my black men, they do love their babies. So with saying that, he has every right to feel the way he does. Maybe he had a very close relationship with his daughter. You know, mostly they say it's daddy's girl, you know what I mean? So I believe his tears were very real, but I also saw the little slick shot in there with the, what?
With the t-shirt. He advertising his t-shirt. Yeah. You know, supposedly he created a t-shirt to sell for his, you know, his daughter's, with his daughter's name on it. He's selling a brand of t-shirts with her name on it or whatever. He kept pointing down to the camera so you could see his, the shirt that he was wearing or the hoodie he was wearing. And he was really basically advertising that. Him crying, he knew everybody was going to talk about that. So, you know, I feel like that's another way of him being able to promote something else.
Well, you know, so pretty much what I have to say about that is pretty much, family. You know, it is what it is. At $13,000, he was complaining about $13,000 a month. A lot of times we think these celebrities got money. Some of them are damn broke too. You know what? Just because they have lavish material things don't mean that they got money. Because a lot of them, not a lot. There's a select few that don't know how to budget their money, don't take time to put money into investments, and they broke. All of that lavish big house and nice cars and all the things they be showing off knowing goddamn well they broke, okay? So with saying that, I do feel for the brother. I don't have too much to say about it. He has every right to cry a tear about his daughter. You know what? He may be very close to his daughter. I don't think I would have put that on Facebook, though.
Yeah. I don't know,
on
man.
YouTube, I mean.
I heard a rapper out of Texas say that, he said he made a good point. He said that if a lot of these dudes that have money, especially celebrities, he said maybe you want to wait 5 years before you get this woman pregnant because you want to see what she's really about, you know, because she could be just along for the ride.
First of all, we ain't got no control of how and when a woman gets pregnant. It's all up to the spirit of the ancestors, okay?
Wrap it tight.
All right. Now, hold up.
No glove, no love.
My sister Tykar and Bisa said, do you still do your blog talk show? You know what, let me see. Let me get it right. Tykar. Is it a sister or brother? If you're a brother, I apologize, okay? I did a show last week, and I thought about going back on Blog Talk because a lot of people were hitting me up saying, Nikki, can you do your Blog Talk show again? And I thought about it, but, let me tell you, I was doing it over 10 years, paying $1,500 a month, and I couldn't get one near Negro to donate $1. Okay, to keep the show going. I got tired of it. You see what I'm saying? I was giving back to the community on a very big level, whether it was spiritual readings, whether it was bringing scholars on the show. Y'all know the Nikki Love Show. I was giving to the community like crazy. It was the first show to bring consciousness to internet radio, and still couldn't get Negroes to donate like they should have donated. I'm putting out money out of my pocket to do what I had to do to give the information, whether it was, consciousness, whether it was, traditional medicine, whether it was scholars, teachers, book writers, all about the black community, and I couldn't get nobody to donate $1 a month to pay that bill, $40 a month. That was, and that's why I stopped. But I thought about the people who do not have Facebook, who do not have YouTube, and I said I'll do the blog talk once a week, you know what I mean? And, I'll take it from there. So I'm thinking about it. I want to say peace and blessings to my sister, Oya. Oya Wunmi is on here. Peace and blessings, sister Lafia. Okay? So pretty much, brother, I decided to maybe do it once a week. Just for the folks, because they miss me, and I know they do, and there's a lot of elders that used to listen to my show too, but they don't get on social media. So I thought about doing that just for my elders, really, you know what I mean? And for the people who don't necessarily like to watch social media, or get on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram or Twitter, okay? Questions?
Yeah, Camacho said he was also trying to sell his book in court, taking pictures with people in court, and he said when his ex-wife granted him to see his daughter, that he didn't go see her. I don't know if that's true, but this is what the brother is saying right here.
Honestly speaking, I don't know the whole story, and I could give two shits about the whole story. All my concern is, y'all know how I feel about the babies. At the end of the day, do not deny the babies to see their daddies, unless you have very good reason to do so, okay? I'm not for that, because the children only suffer. When women do that, you don't realize that you're only hurting that child. You're not hurting the man, you're hurting the child. And 9 times out of 10, it backfires on your behind. So do not keep babies from seeing their daddies, unless I said it was a situation where there was some harm involved, or and that's not always the case. I see a lot of black men who love their children. Let's not get it confused. And I see a lot of black single fathers too. So let's not get it confused. The truth of the matter is, we got to stop that bullshit, okay? That's why he should have had his man moment. He's not the only loving father. Deal with that shit. Be real. And honestly speaking, I agree with you, my brother. I think he should have kind of, I wouldn't have been all on camera crying, showing the world. Now if you want to talk about it and bring a positive light to it, he should have done that. Tyrese should have done that. My brothers, we need to really think about certain things when we're dealing with the situation. Make it about the babies, not about yourself. Yeah. That's what the problem I got.
And I really didn't have a problem with him doing the t-shirt thing. If he was like, yo, I need extra money to help pay for my, for this case that I'm fighting so I can see my daughter and stuff like that, that would have been even better than crying, because people would have said, you know what, I'll support that, especially the men that, that are behind Tyrese, his friends and stuff like that, and his celebrity friends. That's
right. All right, family. Love you too, my sis. Love you, Oya. Yeah, you missed it. I only did 30. I think, because when you don't pay on Blog Talk, you know, because when I started, y'all, they didn't have you didn't have to pay for nothing. I started when they only had 25 hosts, and now they got 2,500 hosts. I started Blog Talk and watched them change platforms 4 times since I was on Blog Talk Radio. I started back in October of 2007. You hear what I'm saying? And now they want to charge and give you a little measly 30 seconds to do your damn show. They should give it to me free as long as my ass was on there paying them all that money. I'm one of the ones who made Blog Talk rich and one of the ones who talked them into doing the Rev Share program. The Rev Share program is when you get money for actually bringing advertisers in. I brought that to them in the beginning of Blog Talk's career. But you know what happens? You see, they forget. That's what I get from not making it a black platform. No pun intended, but it is what it is. All right, family. Joe's story said, I love them glasses. Yeah, I like my little glasses too. I like my little glasses. All right. Miss Deborah, let me see. Any questions? All right, you know, capitalism. Exactly. Oh, yeah, capitalism. But that's why we, as a people, Africans in America, Africans in Africa, because see, I do business with my African brothers and sisters over in Africa. And we need to start doing that. Just like Chinese Americans go back to China, Mexicans work with Mexicans, you know what I mean? We need to start doing more business with our African brothers and sisters over in Africa. And that's something that we need to start doing. And as a matter of fact, I'm working on some things right now. Y'all know I talked a little bit about my cryptocurrency, and also Nigeria has a cryptocurrency coming out. It's on and popping, y'all. But I'll tell y'all about that later.
Mm-hmm. You know, and that's good because when we looked at the map of cryptocurrency, the only continent that was in the black was Africa. They didn't have any nations participating in cryptocurrency.
Oh, they do now. My Nigerian brothers and sisters jumped on it.
They own it.
They on it.
I already know because the Nigerians, they about their bread. They about their money.
That's right, y'all. And sorry, my back is, y'all, goddamn, my back is dry, okay? But anyway, not only that, the Chinese and the Nigerian brothers and sisters actually are dealing with the organization. And like I said, I'll tell y'all about that later. But you best better believe it's on and popping. You hear what I'm saying? Because I'm doing business with my country. All right. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to talk off here, and I'll give you. And we might do. You know what? Maybe we'll do a show on it. I did say I was going to do that, family. I already created my crypto coin, okay? But I said I was going to do a show explaining what it was, because a lot of people are afraid of dealing with the cryptocurrency because of what happened with Bitcoin. But Bitcoin is old news. You hear what I'm saying? Bitcoin is old news. We're talking about creating your own coin, okay? The name of my coin is the Sphinx coin. We got actual total 3 coins that we're creating. I created 1 million Sphinx coin for $1 a piece. Okay, I don't want to get into that, y'all. We're going to get into it later. But, oh, yeah, my sister, we'll talk about that off here because that's something you need to get into, yeah. Because I know you'd be back and forth to Africa, too.
Ashley Fraser said, what is cryptocurrency?
Cryptocurrency. What is currency? Ashley Fraser, go ahead and Google cryptocurrency. Currency is what? Energy, right? Nothing but energy. Crypto is basically crypto. When you speak of crypto, how can I put this? Digital. You know what I mean? So you're dealing with digital currency. That's basically what crypto stands for. So when we talk about the digital, the age, we're in the age of what? Computers. We're in the age of, information. You're doing everything. And when you talk about currency, you're talking about an exchange of electricity going back and forth. For instance, you get money if everybody has a PayPal account, right? You don't have no exchange with no cash in your hand. You're using digital currency, which you'll pay for something. You send it over, it's paid for. Ain't no money being exchanged, no gold coins, you know what I mean? So we're coming into that age right now of where it's going to be a global exchange, which is decentralized, okay? Which means it is not centralized. It cannot be, regulated by the feds.
Yeah, they haven't figured out a way to regulate it. And then when they had their chance to regulate it, they made so many restrictions on it that the people that were behind the cryptocurrency movement, they was like, fuck you, big government. We not doing that. And we'll take our business to other countries. And they went over there in other countries and got rich also. So it's just it's a way of not using the central bank, and that's what the government is scared of. That's why they put so many regulations on it, to where it would be hard for people to operate with cryptocurrency. But it's something that they're not going to be able to stop.
Right, exactly.
Especially now that other countries are getting involved in it. So you either get on the boat.
And family, speaking about what we're talking about with the cryptocurrency, a lot of people was on the conspiracy theory of, one world order, one new world order. Remember, they were trying to make it where, everybody would be dealing with one type of, currency, and I really believe what people were foreseeing was this future global currency, global exchange, and it was going to be something in reference to this, because everybody was on that conspiracy theory. Oh, it's going to be new world order, one world order. Come on with that nonsense, okay? But anyway, let's get on to the next topic. Actually, everybody was worried about the EMPs, electromagnetic pulses, okay? As you all see today, is the 6th. Did your lights go out? Did it black out? Anybody had any blackouts? Okay, I know. Only thing that happened here yesterday is we were actually sitting down and we were relaxing, and what happened is the lights went out for about 2 seconds, maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds the most, okay? And they were saying there was some type of flash in the cosmos, up in the cosmos in the clouds, and the whole North America actually lost or had to experience a blinking lights, okay? Ours did go out. But they have people panicking when they're talking about these electromagnetic pulses, okay? If you don't know what it is, go look it up, okay? And one of the things I didn't like is they got all these videos talking about, oh, well, if we have an electromagnetic pulse, attack, then that means, within a year, people are going to die. There's no electricity. There's nothing. You can't use your phones. You can't use your computers. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they're really scaring a few people, okay?
You're going to die because you don't have electricity?
Or
they're going to die because they don't have technology?
Basically, they were saying
That's what it sounds like.
You were going to die because you're talking about hospitals not being able to have machines to run and deal with sick people. You're talking about people who need their, asthma machines, who need their, they've got heart machines. So if that was to happen, a lot of people are going to die that depend on the hospitals and machines to use, okay? That's what they were saying. They was talking about the refrigerators, you not having refrigerators and your stuff getting, spoiled. Y'all know what...
We didn't always have refrigerators anyway. So,
exactly.
All we have to do is go back, to what we used to do. Even with the meats, my father, he grew up in the country. They used to smoke their meats, and they were able to keep them for a long time, salt them down and just smoke them. So it's definitely ways to preserve meat and fruits and vegetables and stuff like that anyway. So don't let them scare you. Just prepare for it. Right.
I don't foresee that we're going to have no attack. I just don't see it. If anything, again, like I said in a couple of predictions that I've done, the last couple of weeks, I do see a cyber attack. I do see that the computers might be affected. You might have some problems with your cell phones and your computers. But to cut down the electro grid, it ain't happening. To mess with that, it's not happening. I just don't see it, okay? Now, Joe's story, you said, why are we just not finding out about it? About what? What are you talking about, Joe's story? Finding out about the cryptocurrency or EMPs? All right, Nicole Tabaran says, I got my my survival kit together. Good. Excellent.
What do you think?
Keep building on it.
I don't know about the protests in Enfield, whatever it is.
Let me see. Someone on YouTube said, Love and Peace, what do you think about the protests and Antifa? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Elaborate more on that for us. But let's go on, family. All right, we talked about Tyrese. We talked about EMP. Now, you heard about the college girl, because the last thing I'm going to do is demons. Because actually, as you all seen, I posted on my Facebook, y'all seen the movie The Exorcist? Well, when I tell you all, The Exorcist came to our store the other night. The Exorcist came to our store the other night. You know what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? What you looking for? Oh, here. Here you go. The exorcist came to our store, okay? Now, with saying that, we're going to get into that because that's the last. We're going to save for last because I got to share this information with the people because we are in the spiritual warfare. And on this spiritual warfare, what's taking place is these demons, these disagreeable spirits are coming down like crazy. You hear what I'm saying? They're coming down like crazy. Now, young lady, college student, know y'all heard about this. Young white college student does some gruesome, nasty, disgusting things to
her roommate.
young black woman, Jamaican. Y'all heard about that, right? Okay. Now, what's sad about it, family, is that this little white girl doesn't want a black roommate, so she begins to do nasty, disgusting, inhumane shit to her, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, family. All right. What are some of the things she did?
One of the things she did was she took her toothbrush, stuck it up her ass and other places, and put it back in there for her roommate to use. She put molded like cheese or something, some molded stuff in molded food in her lotion. She was spitting her food. She would do all kind of stuff like that. She took her bloody used tampons and rubbed them all over her backpack and probably put them all in her toothbrush too. She probably just didn't say that. But the roommate was getting sick. And when she finally decided to move out, she started posting more stuff about, she was like happy that she got the roommate to move out and all of that. And the girl, the sister, her friend came and told her what actually happened. And so eventually, it took about 2 weeks. She told the college, what was the name of the college?
Hartford College in Connecticut.
And they didn't want to do anything about it. They asked her to keep quiet and let's just let this go over peacefully, because she told them about it. And so that partly makes them liable because they didn't take any action against it until after the video was posted, after 2 weeks of complaining. So she finally got arrested, and the police didn't even want to charge her with nothing serious. The girl got sick. She could have died from that, that girl doing that to her toothbrush and all the other stuff she was doing to her food and her water and stuff like that. And the girl was really upset because she doesn't buy cheap stuff. She buys, stuff. What? And to me, that doesn't even matter because she's putting stuff in her food and her toothpaste and her toothbrush.
And all of that stuff. Disgusting, inhumane shit, okay? Let's be real. Now, with saying that, I want to say this. First of all, you have two problems here. Okay? Yeah, we're mad at the young lady, the white young lady who did it, okay? We're upset, okay? Yeah, we're upset about it. And they actually deemed it as a hate crime. But you have to look at the whole situation. First of all, how did that white young lady learn how to hate? You see what I'm saying? And see, this is some of the things that we are seeing all over America when we deal with the hate crime, the black against white. Now, here you have a teenage, not a teenage, young college student that hates the color skin black so bad that she does something inhumane like she did. That's a goddamn shame. And y'all know what I got to say about white folks. Fix it. Fix it. Because at the end of the day, being a racist is a learned behavior. Okay? Being a racist is a learned behavior. And what that young lady did, yes, she deserved to get a felony for it. Because that's disgusting. She know goddamn right from wrong.
They charged her with misdemeanors.
She deserves a felony. But the point is, you have to think, well, what the hell is wrong? And you have to think, where did she get it from? Her parents are probably racist. You know what I mean? They're probably racist. So you would do something so bad as that because you don't want a black roommate? That shows the sickness, you understand, of how this girl was taught to hate somebody that bad because of the color of their skin. And it's a damn shame, y'all. I feel like she needs to get a felony because she does know right from wrong. That's disgusting. She know that shit was nasty. I don't have too much to say about it, but she needs to get a felony. And what I do have to say is, white folks, you all need to get on her ass. Get on her behind for doing such nasty things, and y'all need to get an unlearned behavior and recognizing that we are human beings. All right, damn, you don't want to be in the same room because of color skin. You know what? Shut the hell up and get you here for your education. Sit your behind down and learn your schoolwork and do what you got to do. You ain't here to be hating nobody. You understand? Now, had the shoe been on the other foot, and that girl, what if that girl would have turned around and whoop her behind? What would they have wanted done? They want to prosecute the black girl for whooping her behind, right? Y'all know how that goes.
The endangerment of life and the soul.
Yeah, that was that. She did it to the right one, because some people would have got kicked out of school behind shit like that.
And Joe's story, I'm calling her a young lady because what I look at is I look at the fact that she has a learned behavior. And that learned behavior is pretty much comes from her parents. If you take a child, and I've done it, I would take my grandkids and I'll bring them to the, they would go to the park. There would be white kids, black kids, Hispanic kids, Chinese kids, all about the same age. They ain't thinking about shit, nothing color they skin. Them kids are having a good time playing on the slides and playing. They ain't looking, oh, you're black, or you're Mexican, or you're black. No, them kids ain't thinking about a damn thing. It's the parents' fault. It's the parents' fault. So if she does hate black skin, she had to get it from the parents. And it's a shame. One thing about black folks, and y'all can say what the hell y'all want to say, we don't teach our kids to hate other races. I don't care what y'all say, how y'all put it. We don't teach them that. We teach them how to love their race, but we don't teach them to hate another race. Do not get it confused. We don't do that. And you'll see more black people that's accepting of other races than you see white people. Let's keep it real. My daughters went to college and went to high school. They had white friends. I ain't never say, I don't want that little white boy in my house or that little white girl in my house. I ain't never do that. To me, they was all children. They were all, you understand? All children. I'm looking at them like, y'all keep that goddamn noise down upstairs. Stop playing that music loud. I ain't think nothing about the color of their goddamn skin. They had a good old time and they acted the same damn way. That white girl acted just like the black girl at the same age, at 15, 16 years old. They was thinking about the same shit. Ain't no different. All right, family.
The chief says what's funny about the white girl, she had a hair braiding channel on YouTube.
A hair braiding channel on YouTube, and she didn't want a black girl in her room?
She did. She even did locks.
Yeah, okay. You come back to what you said. Remember you said she was just jealous because the black girl was cute?
Yeah, she was jealous because she looked better than her. Because her comment was, finally the black Barbie's gone.
The black Jamaican Barbie,
yeah,
she said.
The black Jamaican
Barbie. The black Jamaican Barbie is gone.
The black Jamaican.
Really? Okay. All right, family, we're going to get on because I need to talk about this. As you all know, that we actually, like I said, we had the exorcist in our store, okay? Now, you all know a couple of weeks ago, we brought a homeless couple on, okay? And don't get it confused. That don't mean they're bad people. But what we do know is people fight with demons and a lot of possessions are taking place, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to tell you all like this. I told everybody, these beings, these disagreeable spirits was coming down here like crazy, okay? They're taking hold of your mind, your body, and your soul. And we're saying that, well, we got to understand, family, this is real. This stuff, I'm going to say stuff because this right here, y'all know I do exorcism, have done them in the past. But I think I had one little girl that was 11 years old that I actually did that. A demon came out of her like I seen one come out of this young lady the other night. This one had 10 of them. Little girl, I remember she was 11 years old. And when I was doing her, putting the medicines on her head, she was like, no, mommy, it burns. You know what I mean? But this one right here, she got about 10 of them demons inside of her. Tonight, we get a call. Okay? We're working over at the store. Tell them what happened, Brother Adinkra.
The girl was contorting. The two guys that was with her couldn't hold her back. She was telling them she was going to kill them. And she was hissing and growling. And different voices were coming out of her. She was cursing and calling everybody a bitch and fuck you and all of that type of stuff. It was, you know, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right, family. No, she was like this, y'all. Fuck you. She was like, get the fuck off of me. She was hissing. She was doing her hands like this, contorting her body, okay? You motherfucker, get off of me. Like The Exorcist. Y'all remember The Exorcist, right? Okay, like that. Now, my brother calls me up and say, you gotta come right now because she's losing control. Said, all right, I'm coming. I'll be over there. So I, get dressed, get over there. I walk in, one holding her hair, She's laying on the floor. They trying to hold her down. Mind you, she's 5 feet, weighs about 100 pounds. 5 feet, weighs about 100 pounds, family. Little thing, okay? We get in there. I open the door and I look down at her. Spirit switches up. Oh, they're trying to hurt me. And she's talking. That's that demon in her now. That demon is, here come goddamn power. I'm not going to mess with this one right here. Because y'all know that's what I do. Demon starts crying, trying to make me feel sorry for it. Totally changed up his whole persona. Before we got in there, that demon was hissing and cussing, and they couldn't hold her down, and she's throwing her body back, and doing back bends and shit. You know what I mean?
And both of the guys, they were sweating.
They were sweating her, trying to hold her down. Now y'all know they say them demons are strong, but let me tell you what it is.
And you want to tell me what demon you seen on them?
Go ahead.
And Nikki seen a legion demon on her. How many do y'all know what that is? A legion demon?
How many of y'all know what a legion demon is? How many of y'all know what a legion demon is? If y'all know, let us know. How many? Now, let me add this in there, y'all. She drinks. 28 years old, drinks alcohol. And she has a history of issues, mental health issues, okay? And
she had about 10 or more demons on her.
She had about 10 demons on her. Disagreeable spirits. Let me tell you this. She got a history of mental issues. She tried to commit suicide. She got cuts on her. But I'm going to tell you how crazy this was. She was sitting there taking a cigarette and burning her. You think I can't? Think I can't? This is the demon now, y'all. You think I can't? Burning her knuckles with the cigarette. Right? Then walks in front of a car. Tell them a story about the car.
She walked in front of the car, and it bugged me out because when she walked in front of it, she stepped right in front of the car. The car was going about 45, 50 miles an hour. She walked right in front of the car. She got on the other side of the car. The lady slammed on her brakes. Now, I don't know how the fuck, I don't know how she got on the other side of the car without getting hit. Because the car wasn't no more than 2 feet in front of her. She walked in front of it. And this lady going about 45, 50 miles an hour. But somehow she made it to the other side. By the time the lady realized she had stepped out in front of her, she slammed on her brakes. But she would have already hit her. But I don't know how she made it to the other side. And apparently she's done this about 16, 20 times.
Now, somebody said in YouTube, legion means many. Yeah, legion means many, but those are the type of demons
those
she
are
had
different
in her.
type of
Okay?
demons too.
There's different type of demons or disagreeable spirits that can be seen. Now, what was crazy is because when I walked into the room as they were holding her down, the demon humbled itself. The whole time, I said, let her up off the floor. I said, get her up off the floor. Get her up off the floor. So we come on. She's crying to me. And they try to... She's cussing all the men out of the room. But she ain't cussing me out, right? I said, come on. I got you. I said, no worry. Don't worry. I'm going to take care of you. You know what I mean? But I knew the demon was still in her. And the demon was talking. And the demon understood the power that I had. So the demon humbled itself. But that wasn't the first incident. That incident we had the other night was worse. But we had it here in the house 2 days prior to that. And 2 days prior to that, I was doing work on her. Okay? I was doing work on her then. And I'm slapping them demons out, slapping them demons out. Some of them leaving, some of them leaving. But then Spirit said, oh, you need something powerful. Because she got a big, powerful one in her ass. Right? So, I told a brother Adinkra, I said, look here. I said, watch what's going to happen. I said, in 2 days, I said, she's going to get possessed like the exorcist. I said, watch, my brother's going to see. And what happened? She got, them demons came, they got in that girl's body, and she turned into the goddamn exorcist, okay? Now, it's saying that when you are dealing with many different type of beings, you got to be able to recognize and what you need to use. These demons are so powerful now that are coming back. Remember, they too are going through a transformation. So now you're talking about using something. Because when I tell you I put some salt on her, because I didn't have none of my stuff here to do the exorcism. So I'm throwing salt on her. That demon was like, That demon was like, shit, the salt ain't helping. I burned some frankincense and myrrh, right? I'm telling you, I burned some frankincense and myrrh. That demon was like, give me some more. You think that's going to work? You think that's... I said, oh, shit, this goddamn demon ain't trying to go nowhere. You understand? I said, all right, go get some salt and water. I'm using what I got in the house because I ain't got my stuff here. So that demon said, hell with you. I'm sucking up the frankincense and myrrh. I'm taking the sea salt. Now what you going to do? I said, oh, you little mother effer. I said, that's all right. We're going to get you out. Okay? So anyway, I forgot. There's a certain herb that I use that comes from Africa. And me not thinking, because I'm smacking them demons. Like, get out of her. You know, I'm smacking the demons out of her, right? So I'm like, shit. I said, you going to get out of her now. And this demon was coming up against me. This demon was in my eyes, but I was back in his eyes. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. I said, but I'm not afraid of you, and I'm looking at it, and now mind you, this is not her. You can tell, this is not her. Totally different.
Different voice, everything.
Different voice and everything, okay, family? So I'm saying, oh, this one right here, oh, this one think he bad, okay. So anyway, I didn't realize I had something here, but I had it in the kitchen, and I wasn't even thinking, because I'm trying to get these demons out of her. You know what I mean? Demon talking shit, Anyway, we took her to the hospital. Because again, that night she began to really act crazy. We took her to the hospital. And when we got to the hospital, she cursing out the doctors and the nurses. Motherfucker, excuse my language, y'all, but this is how the demon was talking through her. You know what I mean? And I was like, all right, y'all think it's funny. I said, do y'all ever see The Exorcist? That's what you got right here. Do you know they released that girl the next day? Not only that, the thing about it, she got a history of mental health problems. Okay? I don't even want to get into the whole story, but that girl, she's been through some things. Okay? Mm-hmm. She's been through some things, and she's only 28 years old, and she drinks because, those
spirits were put on her as a little girl.
As a little girl.
So she's been those spirits been with her
for a very long time. And I'm going to tell you all, when the spirits got on that girl, she was actually being raped by an elder man. When she was 4 years old, that man was having sex with her. She was locked in the closet. They had her locked in the closet for 4 years, okay? And they were feeding her food under the closet. So what Spirit showed me is when them demons came into her, that was in that closet. They began to feed off of the energy, okay, that she was being presented with. She told me the story. She said, yeah, because she's Puerto Rican, y'all. She look like Guatemalan to me, but she's Puerto Rican. She said, my grandfather used to come upstairs, and all he used to do is take off his belt with his cane, and he used to do like this to me, and I was 4 years old. 4 years old, y'all.
It's sad.
It's sad. You see what I'm saying?
Disgusting,
and then
too.
The girl stabbed in the stomach at 12 years old. Her mother was on heroin. Her mother tried to stab her. She was pregnant at 12 years old. Tried to stab the baby out of her stomach. She comes home. That goes past. She comes home and finds her mother on the floor in a pool of blood because her mother was trying to kill herself. So she got some demons that come from her childhood. And what Spirit showed me is she's going to need some serious long-term psychological help. You know what I mean? She's going to need some therapy. And we see that. But them spirits we can get out of her. And what I find is that these different spirits and demons that's working with her, I'm going to have to do, and I don't know if you all know, there's certain medicines that we have in Africa that we put in the joints of the body and it gets them spirits out. And I just didn't have it on hand because I could have did it right then and there. She was cutting herself and burning her hands with cigarettes. You know what I mean? So it's saying that we can get them demons out, but she needs something stronger. Because them other ones were saying, hell with you, we've been with this chick for 20 years. And you think you're going to get us out now? You know what I mean? Salt ain't going to help. Goddamn frankincense ain't going to help. But it was kind of funny, y'all. But
we got some of them out.
We got some of it right. But we still got more work to do.
About 3 or 4
left. Now, I wanted to share that because as that night went on, after we took her to the hospital, when I laid down in my bed that night, the demon revealed itself to me. You got the picture? Oh, your phone is there. And what's crazy, family, is I was closing my eyes, I was going to sleep, and I seen the demon. It looked like it had big eyes, pointy ears like a cat. And he came, showed me himself. I said, yeah, excuse my language, y'all. I'm being raw because of the fact of what we seen with this demon. Okay? I said, yeah, Mother F. I said, I'm going to get you. You can come in my visions if you want to, but I'm going to get you. Because I can't stand them. Okay? The next day, we're watching something on TV. The 10 craziest things that happen.
10 things that happen
10 things that happen to you as you're sleeping. And it was crazy because they showed... Could you put up the picture? They showed
they won't be able to see
the exact demon that I seen in my visions when I was laying down. I said, that's that demon that I seen on, that came to my visions. Because they were showing me stuff like, yeah, we got her. The demon thought he was goddamn bad. We gonna show you who we are. I said, yeah, okay, you show me, but that's all right. You ain't gonna come near me because I'm gonna get you. You know what I mean? So we watching the show on YouTube, and they showed the same. I said, that's what he looked like. Okay? We're trying to pull up the picture so we can see if we show you. You got to put it close to the camera.
I don't know if y'all be able to see that. Put the camera over there.
Can y'all see this thing right here? It looked just like this. Just like that. I'm going to show you on YouTube. On YouTube, let me see. Where's the camera? Right here. Y'all see it right there? Just like that. Okay? That's what came to my visions. And then the next day we see it on TV. Showing me themselves. I said, okay, I got something for y'all asses. I got something for y'all asses. And the reason I'm bringing this up, family, because what we have to do is we have to pay attention. The reason she has so many of these demons in her because they're feeding off of the alcohol. They're feeding off of her mental health issues. They're feeding off of her weakness, okay? So this is what's taking place. We are dealing with these beings that are looking for bodies to host, okay? And if you happen to be a weak vessel, if you're depressed, if you are an alcoholic, if you're a drug addict, y'all know that y'all got some families around that are dealing with this type of energy. And let me tell you all better be prepared because you don't know, it could be somebody in your household.
And because we're spiritual, the spiritual people that are on this feed, y'all gonna be the ones that are probably gonna be dealing with these people. So y'all better get ready. And they're stronger than they've been in a long time.
I'm going to tell y'all like this. At the end of the day, Sherry Master Gainer Girls with Galactus.com. Contact him. Amin Ra. Why are you promoting that brother on my show when we do that? Don't do that. That's disrespectful. Contact him for what? Contact him for what?
What are you talking about?
On Facebook. Don't do that. No, y'all contact us. Okay? That's what you do. That's disrespectful to promote his services, and we do the same thing. No, y'all contact Spiritually Speaking store and Brother Adinkra and Wunam when it's time to get rid of them goddamn demons. Do not contact him. Y'all go on his page, and I ain't trying to be funny, but it is what it is. I don't do that to nobody else. I don't go on somebody else's thing that does the same thing or even more and, promote them. Nah, that's not cool. That's disrespectful. Don't do that. But I love you, Amin Ra, but don't do that. And the thing about it, as a matter of fact, you understand? What I will say is that we're warning everybody because you have to be mindful, because a lot of times people don't recognize these disagreeable spirits in people's bodies and they don't know what it is. And they'll deem them as being crazy or needing to, schizophrenic when it's these beings. But if you ever get a family member and they're dealing or they're acting funny, how you can usually tell, okay, is pretty much you'll see their eyes, something about their eyes. And I can see a sparkle. And I always look people in their eyes. And every time I can see straight through the physical soul. And I see them demons. I can see them. Okay? So you be mindful of how your family members act. Because let me tell y'all something. They are not playing. They are coming in your homes. They are coming through your family, your friends, your children, your elders, okay? And you have to be mindful. They feed off of weak souls. They feed off of people who are weak. They feed off of people who have alcohol and drug problems. And see, with hers is alcohol. What do we call alcohol? Spirits. They feed. They sitting up there sucking that up. You're damn right. There's 10 of them in her goddamn body. And them demons are saying, we got you. But let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you the end of the story. They let her out the hospital. Guess what? She's pregnant. Now
that's really sad.
That's really sad. She's pregnant. So while she's pregnant, she got demons in her body.
So who y'all think them demons are going to latch to?
Who you think them demons are going to attach to? I seen it this morning, y'all. I'm looking at her. And I'm saying, we got to get these demons out of her. Because they're going to try to get that baby. And that baby will come out as a demon baby. Y'all think this is a joke? And it's a game? They looking for bodies to host. They come after the innocent. And that's another thing. They come after the innocent. They come after the elders. Okay? It ain't no joke. It ain't no game. And what you all don't understand is that they are rampant. They are here on this plane right here. And they looking for souls to occupy. Okay? And if you have one bit of fear in your body, you better be careful.
Yeah, they'll eat your food. They'll mess you up. You scared of them.
Nikki says, my mother has a demon around her, but what should I do? I don't know what kind of demon, but I feel it. Nikki, get you some, as a matter of fact, you know what, Nikki, send me a picture of your mother. I'll tell you. Because I don't even want to tell you what to do until I see her picture. Because there's different demons. There's different kind of demons. I'm telling you. I don't know. I can't tell you what to do yet. Send me a picture of your mother. And let me see what type of demon. Like I said, there's different ones. I've seen about 10 different ones come through this girl's body. She got one that whines. She got one that is nasty. She got, what was the other one that came out?
She got a man on her too.
She got one that's a man demon, that'll come out and make her act like a man. She got one that's a sex demon. So you got different type of ones that's in her body. So each one is revealing themselves to me. So what I need to do, Nikki, is I need to see your mother's picture, and then I can tell you what kind of demon she got on her. Johnny McNair says, what's wrong with me? Well, Johnny McNair, you know you there with you, so tell me what's wrong with you.
It's funny because I watch a lot of these spiritualists and people that do work like we do, and a lot of them got demons on them that are attached to them. A lot of them have a lot of people too, like a lot of clients, but they have, and some of them are new, but they have spirits attached to them, and they think we can't see it, but we see it. Don't be fooled by a lot of people. A lot of people do have spirits on them. Just because they're doing spiritual work doesn't mean that they're protected. And some of them might be.
Christian Montgomery says, I've seen death, and I'm itching for more. Those urges are getting worse to cause harm. Nicole Tabron, yes, that's right. You need to contact us off air because when it comes to the babies, and well, in my culture, and in our tribal culture, we have what they call the contadorge. And the contadorge we put on the newborn babies when they're born to keep evil spirits away from them or evil disagreeable spirits away from them, okay? It's called a contadorge. And the baby should have them on when they're born, okay? And as far as your sons, you should keep protection on them in their rooms, okay? And around their bodies, okay? Yaya Sharif, blessings, my brother. Nicole Tabron, they're on my webpage. I'll put my webpage in here. And we have what we call it's called the Alanga pouch. And the Alanga pouch is to protect away from all type of demons and spirits, okay? But you can go to my website. I'm going to put my website here. And you can look at them for protection away from all kind of evil stuff. All right, family, we're almost about to get off. Okay, any quick questions before we go? Greetings, Kafunya, my sister. Blessings to you. Okay, any questions, family, before we go? We got about 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left, or 5 minutes left. 4 minutes left, family. So if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them before we get off. We're over our hour mark, and we got to get up early. Okay, we're taking some questions real quick before we get off. YouTube, you have any questions, YouTube? Look, you have any questions? Facebook, you have any questions?
Oh, it keeps doing that for some reason. It's going in and out like that.
All right, Bakume, Suzuki and Bamba. Any questions? Y'all can ask them before we get off. We got 4 minutes left. Give them the esoteric knowledge of one-ships, you mean, Yaya? You know I don't call them relationships. One-ships? Elaborate, my brother. What you want me to tell? What you want me to give them? What you want me to give them before we go? Tell me what you want. How do they get in the first place? What do you mean, Joe? Story. What do you mean, Joy's story? I'm sorry. How do they get in her in the first place? You know, you have to remember that young lady was actually around demons when she was a little girl. You're talking about a grown man having sex with a 4-year-old that's having sex with a repeated, and he's putting them demons in that child. Okay, so we're saying that you have somebody injecting demons in her. That's where that lust or that nasty, manipulative, sexual demon comes from, okay? You have the abuse, the physical abuse, that angry demon that wants to fight, okay? So you're talking about, it's not that they just got in her. She becomes an open vessel. Your body becomes an open vessel for them to come in. Usually they come through your crown or they come through your feet. So when I am actually doing a full exorcism, like for instance, I didn't have all my tools to get the rest of the demons out of her. Okay? Usually when I do it, I do the feet. I pull them to the feet or I pull them to the crown. Okay? And actually, I think there's a video on YouTube where it's showing me doing an exorcism on the little girl. She was 9 years old, and I'm using fire to pull them through the feet. You hear? So at the end of the day, they actually entered the body through the crown or the feet, or because he was having sex with her. You understand? Mm-hmm. I know incidents where somebody was having sex with a person that had demons that was possessed, and the person that was having sex with them, their nose started bleeding. Yeah, because it's like they break through that life source. The blood is the life source. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Having sex with a person that has demons, you'll get them demons on you.
Now, the problem is his nose started bleeding for the simple fact. His nose started bleeding for the simple fact because he had his own power within. And in demons, when you put that together, the body that it has the strength that's not with demons, and the one that has demons, them demons are trying to get through that sperm, you understand, and and getting the juices from that womb and coming through your blood. You understand? The blood is the life source. Okay? Real talk.
Sheila Scarborough, when you see somebody's eyes turn pitch black like that, that's a demon also.
Sheila Scarborough says Sheila, she had to pick him up because first of all, after they took her out from being where she was molested at and locked in a closet for 4 years, they actually she was in and out of foster homes, okay? She was in and out of foster homes, so pretty much the young lady was probably, picked them up from that house, from all the things that happened to her, from being in a closet, locked in a closet. She picked them up from there, and they stayed with her. And as she got older, and remember, again, she's already an open vessel because of the mental issues she had and the mental tormenting she had. Now you're talking about she begins to drink, and they jumping in her body like this. You know what? Yes, you got a vessel. You know what I mean? And see, a lot of people don't understand. When most people that say, oh, they have schizophrenia, most schizophrenia is what? They hear voices, right? Mm-hmm. They hear voices. That's them demons jumping in and out of their bodies. There's demons using their bodies as hosts. Them demons use their bodies as hosts.
And people with split personalities, it's the same thing. And they've said in studies that people that have split personalities, when another personality jumps into them, that their chemical makeup of their body changes, as well as their voice and everything else.
It's sort of like, and the people who the eyes that turn black. Now, who asked that question? Because what happens is when you see a person with the black eyes, that means they are totally soulless. That demon has taken over their whole body. So when you run into a person whose eyes turn black, that means that demon has switched out the soul with the soul that's already on there. This is why y'all need to understand. This stuff is not no joke, and this is real and it's deep. Your energy, your breath is your soul. Well, the demon actually takes over your soul and replaces your soul with itself. And that's where you get the black-eyed demon, the black eyes from, okay? And not to mention...
KT said, what about people that are bipolar? Do they have demons on them?
Yes, they do. But KT, you know what I think about bipolar? I think what happens is they come up with this new order, mental disorder, talking about bipolar. And I actually believe that because we are who we are as beings, because we are very powerful beings, okay? We actually begin to manifest those type of energies into our minds, okay? What I mean by that, it's like if someone says, oh, I'm depressed. You go to the doctor, you're depressed, let me give you some medicine. And you constantly sit up there and you're saying, I'm depressed. Basically what you're doing is you're putting the energy out there and you're drawing that energy to you to continue to be depressed. And what happens is the same what happens with a lot of these disorders, okay? That's my personal belief. If I go around keep saying I'm depressed, you damn right, I'm going to be depressed. If I go around saying I'm going to lift my head up, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be happy. But we have to remember our ashe, our energy, our inyama, our words play a very big part in our physical being, okay?
Death and life and the power of the tongue.
Which is really an African proverb.
It's 12 o'clock.
Okay, Grant Michael says, I'm sorry. Can people have spiritual husband and wives that causes them to have good one-ships? Elaborate on it. You can have a spiritual marriage. You can have spiritual marriage with another physical being, but y'all not physically married. And it could be that you're supposed to be married in the spirit and not the physical, okay? So yes, you can. You can.
Unless you're talking about marrying.
Or unless you're talking about marrying one of the gods or spirits or something like that, okay? But can it cause you to have good one-ships? Can them have good one-ships? That causes them to have good one-ships. Well, I mean, the thing about it is, that's kind of complicated. You asked me if you can have spiritual marriages. Spiritual marriages is a little bit different than having a one-ship, because you're talking about a physical one-ship. In order to have a good physical one-ship, that means you and that other person have to agree to want to make it work. Okay? All right. Okay. Like they really turn into a whole other person. Joe, wow. I try to explain this to my boyfriend. He is grieving deeply, and I try to tell him to talk to his mom, spirit, and answer other ancestors for assistance. Nicole, yes, tell him. But you gotta explain to him and how I do it, and we're gonna wrap this up, family, because we gotta get off and get ready for bed. First of all, man teaches us to be so attached to the physical aspects of life. Explain to him like I try to explain to some people who don't understand about the ancestors. And I'm going to leave you with this, Tabron. What you tell your boyfriend is that your mother hasn't gone anywhere. Her spirit, her nyama, her energy still exists, okay? And what he has to understand, the physical body does not last here forever. It's just part of Earth. Everything on Earth has a cycle. It dies, it lives, it's a cycle, a continuous cycle, okay? Now, what you tell him is that your mom's physical aspects have gone, but her spiritual or her energy has not gone. So your mother can still hear you. She doesn't have the same physical body, but she has the same energy, okay? And then what you do is you actually tell him, think about it. Nothing in nature lasts forever. The physical body can't stay on this earth forever. Physical body has to die. It's a part of it. It's made up of the same things as this earth. So it has to die. So nothing can last forever. The only thing that lasts forever is this voice and this energy that's coming out of your body. Okay? So let him know. Stop grieving. And anytime he wants to look at his mother, tell him to go look in the mirror. And he'll see his mother. Because he is his mother and his mother is him. Okay? And we're going to leave you all in that. Now, my brother Yahya Sharif, we have to get off of here. But what we're going to do is we're going to elaborate that on the next show. Okay? You all look out for our video podcast. We'll be doing that starting this weekend. And our video podcast, we will be bringing you special guests on our video podcast. We'll be bringing you different type of shows. We're going to have a sports show, family. We're going to have a show for, if y'all got some, for those who aren't here, if y'all got, younger daughters and 20 in their 20s, we're going to be having the young ladies coming in doing a show about that. We're going to have our sports show, and then we're going to have the same one we're having here, Spiritually Speaking, but we're going to start bringing guests on, so look forward to our video podcast coming real soon to a home near you, okay? So we're going to try to, we're going to bring the youth in, okay? So y'all look out for our video podcast that's coming soon by Love Productions, okay? And then of course you'll still see me, Brother Adinkra. Y'all see him? He acting like a demon, y'all. He's doing his hand like that. Oh shit! Do I need to get the demons out of here? I gotta get the demons out of here. Look at that! Look at that hand movement.
Nah, they be doing like this.
I don't know about that, y'all. I gotta get in the bed and watch out. I'm gonna have to stay up all night and look over him like this.
I think you should get in the bed with me.
He's being fresh now. I don't know. I'm going to turn over and start seeing some goddamn black eyes. I'm like, get out of here. Anyway, yeah. Family, I love y'all. We gotta go. I'm hot. It's getting hot up in here. We gotta turn up the AC because it's too goddamn noisy. Love y'all for YouTube. If y'all have any questions, leave feedback. If y'all got questions, I'll try to answer them. Brother Dink will try to answer them on YouTube or on Facebook. But be mindful. Let me tell you all this. The demon story we just told, make sure you have protections in your home. Make sure you have protections on your body. And try to keep a happy state of mind. Try to keep a happy state of mind where you're not, in one of the modes where you're attracting them goddamn little ugly goddamn gargoyles to you. Because I'm going to tell y'all like this. That's what they look like, y'all. Some of them look like gargoyles. You know what I mean? But there's different ones. And I'm going to do some more research on the different ones. But that one that I showed you on the video, yeah, that's real. And there's a lot of them little suckers running around, okay? Looking to occupy somebody's weak soul. Be careful. Keep your protection on. Protect your homes, protect your family, protect your children, and protect your elders. Love y'all, family. We'll see y'all soon. Feel free to request a topic, YouTube and Facebook. Blessings.
Blessings and peace. Don't be the next victim.
Ah.